When people say like, would you vomit in a bucket again to do Kambo? Months go by, I had a whole bunch of issues with doctors basically denying me to get my results. Ooh, I love this question. Do you believe in aliens? Hey guys, this is my first Q&A and I decided I wanted to do a sit down video and just chat with you guys / answer some questions that you guys have been asking on YouTube, in my DMs, and update you guys because there's a lot of life updates and I feel like let's just do a little sit down, and I feel like it's just great because you guys are family to me. And it's just such a great opportunity for us to chat. And I know there's a lot of new faces here. So welcome. I'm Chica, your conscious mentor. And on this channel, I talk about all things consciousness, manifestation, new moon, full moon, energy healing, and understanding how to weave through the shadow of being. So many things that I talk about, but yeah, lots of updates, and I want to just share with you guys. So before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, as well as put notification bells so you don't miss a video. I do weekly videos here on the channel, and also let me know in the comment section if you have any questions you would like to ask me so I can do another Q&A, and also like the video so you let me know that you like these Q&As so I could do more of them for you. But I'm really looking forward to it because yeah, I was just like, what am I gonna do today? This is cool. I want to record a video this Friday and I thought this would be really fun. Let's get into this Q&A question. So I got a whole bunch on my phone and I have my laptop open as well. I'm gonna ask you guys or answer some questions. So the first question I got is my Moldavite. So I have a video on Moldavite. If you haven't checked that out, I will put the little information down below or here for you guys to know what to look for. But Moldavite is a tetrotite. It is not a crystal. Yes, you guys have been giving me beef for that. Yes, it is a tetrotite, not a crystal. But yeah, so it is very powerful and has a lot of, you know, cosmic energy to it. And a lot of people have been asking where I've gotten it because there are a lot on the market that are not real. So I actually got mine from a local business here in Canada, and it's a Moldavite. It's called Equilibrium Gems. You can find them on Instagram. That's where I got my Moldavite. I am actually looking for another one. I would like to get it in a ring form because I love rings. I don't wear a lot of them. Usually if I wear a ring, it's very sentimental or like it's very intentional. So yeah, I would really love to get a Moldavite ring. I feel like that energy would be so awesome to bring in. So that is the answer to that question. The other question, or I guess we'll go in between questions, but also some updates with you guys. So I've been getting a lot of questions online, just in chatting and DMs, a few questions online about just what's been going on. I've been posting, if you follow me on Instagram, Shika_Chica. I can't even speak. And sorry, I'm just gonna do that. Okay. We're good. I just did half base, so I'm a little bit, you know, cleansing. But speaking of cleanse, I am currently doing kind of a cleanse on my body right now. So what that looks like is I am healing my body through plants. And as you guys know, I talk a lot about plant medicine. It's what I use for my healings with people and also for myself. And I actually have been having excruciating pain in the upper abdominal for months now. It's been like 8 months since posting this video that I've been constantly in pain, like honestly since December, that it's been really bad, where I would stay up till 2 in the morning and it was just like a mixture of like pain all here. And I started just, you know, doing a whole bunch of tests. I cleared out candida, parasites, like all of these things that were just in my body. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys, because you guys know me, I think it was an energetic field of like the collective, because so many people have been getting gastric issues, have been getting a lot of, because of the fear that we are collectively within. And I'm gonna keep this, you know, positive. But all this to say, it just forced me to really look at my health. So months go by, I had a whole bunch of issues with doctors basically denying me to get my results, to get an endoscopy done, because it just where the pain was, I just wanted to go and check it out to see, okay, what's going on, right? So they went and did an endoscopy and found there was a gastric ulcer, which I already had downloads that there was, because when I did a shroom experience, I remember feeling spirit saying, put your hands on this area, exactly where the gastric ulcer is, and in my lower back. and I did some healing on it, and for weeks there was no pain on it, which was really, really good. It was almost like there was still pain, but not as much. But you know, you still want to get these things checked. So I did go get it checked, and my approach with it was to heal with plants. So I actually got this book, which is on my desk right now. I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if you guys have heard this book before. It's called Cleanse to Heal by the Medical Medium. And it's really great. I honestly love it. It talks about everything from not only the cleanses, and I want to let you guys know, I'm not about that cleanse culture. It's done a lot, I think, on a personal level for me. It has made me have a hard relationship with food. And in the past, I suffered a bit with food relationship and body image and a lot of stuff. So with the word cleanse is a word that I had to really heal over my shadow work. So to make it more digestive to everyone and to make it more energetically aligned, it's a cleanse to heal. So it's the ability for us to hold space to heal our body through the plants and understanding what they're meant on this planet to help us do. So when I got the ultrasound done, as well as the endoscopy, which was, the ultrasound was after the endoscopy, I found out that there were gallbladder stones and a lot of bile buildup, and it was just a sign that, hey, your body needs some help. It's been under a lot here. Let's just kind of take some time to heal inwards a little bit more through plants. Okay, so I love this book. It's great. It's great for anyone who has anxiety, depression, Lyme's disease, gut issues, brain fog, weight issues, migraines, bloating, endometriosis, which is something that this energy healing, that's how I got into energy healing, was honestly because of endometriosis and all the things I was suffering through chronic pain. Autoimmune, fibroids, PCOS, fatigue, cysts, and so much more. So if your body is buzzing as I'm talking about this, I would highly suggest. I got mine at the library just to make sure that I really liked the book first. And after looking at the book and checking it out, I actually think I'm going to purchase it because I really like it. It's helpful, has some great information, and he's very active on social media. So it's great to see other people's stories and how they are healing, especially women from chronic pain. It's just been so beautiful. So that's kind of like a health update for you guys. I've been really focusing on healing my body, and that brings me to the next update. I just did Kambo for the first time. So, oh my God, it's crazy. I posted about this on my Instagram. If you saw my Instagram like little thing, I talked about it. I shared with you guys that I did Kambo. I've never, ever felt called to do Kambo. To be honest, this video is not gonna be a sit down full explanation, but I'll tell you guys a couple things. Would I do Kambo again? In general, how my experience was, and because I know you guys are interested in that, and you are like me, you like plant medicine, so I'm gonna answer those questions for you guys. And then if you guys would like me to do a sit down video about Kambo, give you the full rundown of what my experience was, as well as some information to help you if you are interested in Kambo, please let me know with a frog emoji down below, okay? So Kambo never was on my radar. I remember going to meet some of my soul tribe and saying, Shika, like, have you thought of Kambo? And I was like, honestly, it doesn't attract me. Like, I'm gonna stick with the grandmother ayahuasca, because it was at the ayahuasca retreat, which I'm gonna go back to this in a second because one of you guys had a question about this. But I said no. I honestly never ever thought I would be attracted to the plant medicine Kambo. It just never grabbed me to be like, yes, let me go and, you know, barf in a bucket and release these things out of my body. And this will make sense in a second, but with all of these things like candida, parasites, me going deep into integration, and that's basically what's happening. Like, these things that are happening in my body that have manifested is my body rebirthing. I have been getting snake energy, I've been getting butterfly energy, I've been getting jaguar energy, cat energy. It's been crazy. My dreams are so vivid, and I know that spirit is telling me, Shika, you are in initiation. And I'm sharing this because when these things come up, they're an opportunity for us to learn what do we have to release for us to quantum leap, to expand in our life. And I am expanding, so it's so beautiful to have you guys here and to do these videos, and just to see, even like when I'm editing the videos, I see shifts in myself. And it's great. Like, it's really, really awesome. And I just want to share this with you guys because, you know, sometimes when these unexpected things happen and we honestly feel like, whoa, this is just like a wake-up call. And that's what it was. It was a wake-up call to my health of like, hey Shika, you need to go deeper into healing yourself. Your body of rebirthing is going to allow you to be an expert in the plant medicine of which you are going to support people in the world, right? I do dark shadow work. Shadow work is the things we avoid, right? And the physical aspect of that is the last thing that we see in our body that shows up is the physical part. So for me to be called by Kambo because I started seeing frogs everywhere when I went hiking, even when I went online, it was just like Kambo, Kambo, Kambo. And I was like, okay. And then ironically, I was talking to one of my healer friends, my lovely soul sister, and she's like, Shika, I don't know if you're interested in this, but I just feel called to share it with you. And there's a practitioner coming to the city. If you're interested, I would love for you, if you want, I can connect you and you guys can do a Kambo retreat or Kambo ceremony. My body just like was like, Kambo? I don't know. Like, so me, as everyone would, you know, when you get your signs, the angel numbers, everything, you somehow try to talk yourself out of it. And even though I tried to do that, it's so funny because at the end of the day, I ended up getting big dreams. I had this crazy breathwork ceremony with frog energy. It was like, yeah, no. You're gonna do this. This is the purpose of you coming deeper into your initiation. This is all part of the process. So finally I was like, okay, Spirit, I see you, I hear you. You brought my friend to tell me that it's time for me to sit. I went to the ceremony and I never had nerves. It was crazy. Like, it was insane. I didn't have any nerves. I was neutral. And that ceremony healed so much chronic pain. It gave me more information in one sitting about my health and where I need to focus, allowed me to get clarity as me as a space holder and how I'm initiating, expanding my space and my energy, and just opened my heart in a deep way. And when people say like, would you vomit in a bucket again to do Kambo? Yes. It's funny, when I left that ceremony, I was like, I would never do it again. There's no way. Like, I have no intention to sit here and do that and to feel this energy and to have that. And I guess I'm making it sound like, I'm just making it sound the way it is. It is a point where you're going through it and you're at a point where you're like, can I do this? And you do it and you're like, yes, of course I could do it. I am a warrior. I'm a powerful being. Of course I could. All this to say, about 2 hours after ceremony, I'm driving back home. I get home and I'm like, I gotta sit with Kambo again. Just like that. The medicine was like, you're gonna sit with me. So I'm actually gonna be sitting this month with Kambo, and I will also be sitting with the grandmother ayahuasca this month. So it's gonna be such a crazy experience. I will be doing Kambo the same day that I'm doing ayahuasca, which is insane. And it's crazy because I'm gonna do actually a video about this, like, cause I don't know what to expect, but I do know that the two medicines will work and heal me. And I haven't sat with ayahuasca in over 6 months. So it's gonna be interesting to revisit the medicine again and to really see what she has to teach me and how she's going to heal me and fully surrender, especially as I'm in the peak of my initiation as a space holder in this deep quantum leap that I'm going through. So it's been insane. So yeah, that is my Kambo experience. Highly would recommend it if you have chronic pain. If you're just feeling called to the medicine. I'm not going to say everyone needs to do Kambo. I'm not calling you to all do Kambo, but if it's something that, you know, you are really focusing on the physical element of your health, then this might be a great space. It's great for addiction. It's great for pain. It's great for, you know, all the things I wrote about in this book, like POS, all of those things, which is amazing. My battery died, so I had to like wait a bit till I answered more questions for you guys. So yeah, that's Kambo, which was quite interesting, and I'm really looking forward to sharing more about how much it shifts me in the next coming months, which is going to be insane. The next question I'm going to answer is actually from one of you guys, and I am just pulling it up now. This is from Rashima, and her thing is, she just commented, everything resonates perfectly. I love when you guys share that about on the videos. I need to just trust my intuition, hence why I'm seeing the angel number 222. And stop looking outside of to validate my ideas. I'm currently pursuing a blogging business. Congrats, love, that's amazing. And I also just ended a relationship that was not serving me. Get it, girl? Question for you. If I wish not to communicate things I need to say to my past lover, what should I do? I was told once to put a letter. Any thoughts? So, any of you guys who are currently going through a breakup or are in the process of healing from a relationship, friendship, anything, this would be a great tip for you. I do have a video on how to detach from people using the law of attraction. It's one of my older videos, and I would highly suggest doing it. There's many things that you can do. You can do cord cutting, you can do a letter and burn with fire element on the full moon, depending on what the full moon energy holds. Another great thing to get over and to release this person taking action is really asking yourself if there's anything in your environment that holds the energy of the person. So a lot of people don't know, but when you like hold your ex-partner's clothes that you wear all the time, or that card that they gave you, or just like those sentimental things, a very powerful thing is to actually burn those things. So burning ceremonies can be very powerful. Obviously do it safely, but that's a great way to hold space. And those are the ways that I would recommend if you are looking to release that. Seems like you're already doing it though, to be honest. If you're at that stage, it seems like you're at a good place. And the next steps is just to finalize that and just making sure that you're clearing that out of your environment. And just really creating those boundaries. And whenever you have noticed that you go back to that person to talk to them, or maybe you don't create those boundaries, asking yourself what is being triggered here and what is a temptation here, and holding space to do that shadow work. So on the next question, Hannah Pierce, hey, just saw the video now and I have a question. If I start it at night, should I start with 9 or should I wait until tomorrow and start? So for you guys, for context, I did a video on the 369 manifestation method. I actually have a full playlist, like a full playlist on how to do the 369 manifestation method for weight loss, for a specific person, for love, using the 17-second rule, everything you can think of. I thought of every little thing that you could do with the 369 manifestation method and made a video for you. So if you're interested in that, go to that playlist and you can find a video of your choice depending on what you are manifesting. But to answer your question, I would suggest just starting it in the morning the next day, and just doing it the following 3 steps that I mentioned with the 3, the 6, and the 9, and writing it down. So this question has been asked a lot on my ayahuasca plant medicine ceremonies, which I do a lot of videos on, and I'm really excited because on the channel I am hoping to do more videos on plant medicine. So if you guys would like to know about a plant that can help with something, put a little plant emoji and ask me what you're struggling with, and I can do a video on that plant to help you with your shadow work. I also support people through one-on-one and energy healing with plant medicine incorporated in the program. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. So where to go for a plant medicine ceremony? The best way of explaining it is obviously with plant medicine, depending on the plant medicine and where you are, there are other options. I'm a big believer, and it's funny when people who have done plant medicine said, if you put the intention out there, you will find someone in your connections who can bring you to the plant. It has ways of weaving through. I knew no one in the plant medicine ceremony before, or like plant medicine community before I got into this space. And it just so happened I connected with someone and they were the ones that connected with me. So check in your area first. There's also some really great groups out there on Facebook, social media that you can go to that have great information about people's experiences and how they were able to connect and how their story went about. So that's the best way that I would suggest. And obviously one thing I will say here, and I do go over it on how to prepare for a plant medicine ceremony video that I posted, Making sure that you really do your research on the sitter, the person who's sitting. Ask them what their lineage is. Ask them, you know, how long they've been a shaman for, and they'll tell you like the tribe that they are actually blessed to do these ceremonies. So there is a process, and it's so important when you are moving through textures of trauma and triggers and things like that, that you are being held by someone that you fully feel comfortable with and trust. Because every time I sit with plant medicine, like, it reminds me of how important it is for us to take our time to listen to our intuition and to follow what is best for us. So to give you the straight answer is where to go for a plant medicine ceremony. Check your area and your location, your spaces. Start connecting with people in the community. You guys have a community here. You know, you can even converse in the comment section if you'd like, and maybe someone can connect you, but I really would suggest doing that. That's the best way of going about it, and connecting with people. What else? Questions. I had another question as well from Instagram. Here is from Jamie Wall. Thank you so much for sending this message. Hi Shika, I found you on YouTube channel probably a week ago and was trying to figure out why I was seeing 44 and 444 constantly, and your video came up. Do you do personal sessions? And if so, I'd love to book with you. Thank you. So I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys. Shika, do you do readings? Do you do sessions? I did offer readings quite often, and as I start to shift and kind of expand as a healer and a space holder, I am offering healings to those that I work with one-on-one. So if that's something that you're interested in and you do want to learn how to heal through the shadow, and it's something that you're feeling called to, or you've been watching my videos for a while and you're like, I'm ready to work with Shika deeper, I will actually leave the link down below to apply for my conscious mentoring. And there I go through so many things, like how to connect with angel numbers and what they mean to you, and I give it specifically to you. I teach you about how to like help with the shadow work. I heal you through various modalities: shamanic healing, plant medicine, Reiki, Akashic past life. There's so many other modalities that I hold space for, breath work. And it's also great for anyone who is actually a space holder already or wants to be a space holder. So a lot of you guys have been saying, Shika, I feel this calling, I want to be a healer. This might be a great space for you to find out what your soul purpose is, to support and help people and expand. So to answer your question, Jamie, you can just apply down below and I would be more than happy to help and support you and assist you. Okay, next question. What is your sun, moon, and rising sign? So my sun sign is a Scorpio. My moon sign is a Leo, and my rising sign is a Capricorn. So it's a crazy kind of cool mix that I have with my fire and water element. So yeah, I'd love to know what your signs are, guys, because I love asking and getting to know you guys. And I actually love reading your comments, because then I can I actually remember. I'm like I have visual memory, so I'll see the person's comment, I'll be like, oh, so-and-so just commented again. So I do go through the comments, and I love getting to know you guys. So if you want to share what your sun, moon, and rising sign is, please let me know. The next question I got is, where are you from? So I am from Canada, born and raised. I love Canada, it's amazing. Parents are from the islands, which is amazing as well. So any islanders, let me know. So I got some common questions to ask, because I thought I just like throw them in here, and why not? So one question I got from Q&A question ideas is, what's your biggest fear? So for me, I wouldn't say, it's interesting, because fear to me, after going into this energy work, we have a lot of fears. We all do, all humans do, but it's our ability to move and rebirth through these fears and to change and to move through them. So I would say that my fears, as of right now in this present moment, is not being able to fully hold the space of consciousness right now or in present moment, where if today or any minute I were to finish this lifetime, whatever source or universe does, that I'm not fulfilling it to the point of me and my being and the happiness that I want to hold. And this has really changed my whole outlook on life the past few years, on the purpose of making time for yourself and choice of lifestyle. And I actually want to do some videos on slow living and how I'm able to create content and be a healer and do all these things while still being conscious and it is something that is consciously a job on its own, is making sure that you're not taking pictures of every moment and having that pressure to always put out content and all of those things. A lot of my content are downloads. If you guys don't know, most of the time I record these videos the day of or the day before, and it's very rare that I do it ahead unless I know I'm sitting in ceremony or I'm taking time away from family, or I just feel like I need to take a space away. But it's so interesting because like we live in a world where it's like constantly go, go, go. And I think my fear is to be, you know, in that matrix, but at the same time that fear doesn't exist to me really, because I'm constantly ensuring that I'm allowing myself not to be in that matrix, if that makes any sense. So that would be a fear. Another thing as a fear is I'm working through the fear of depths of water, and this is from my own inner child experience of my sister almost drowning and me almost drowning. And it's something that actually this year I'm hoping to hold space and to get back into swimming lessons and just being more comfortable in the water. I can swim, but I'm not fully comfortable in the water. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's still that tension of fear because of that experience. And I think through that it's gonna allow me to go so much deeper in myself, and I'm really excited to honor that. So I would say those are like my main fears that come up talking to you guys right now. Next question, what would be a perfect day? Love this question. So perfect day for me would be waking up from a nice slumber, rolling out of bed, and meditating, having a really great breathwork meditation, feeling my intuition, seeing what plant medicines I'm meant to hold space for and to work through, and using those plant medicines. And then I would go upstairs, have some tea, journal, go for a walk, maybe go to the gym, you know, work, moving my body. So that would be the first bit. I would have a really amazing lunch. I have breakfast as like fruit and whatnot, but for me, like lunch is kind of my big nice meal that I have around 1 or 2 o'clock. Then I'd probably go for a walk again, and maybe do some healings, a healing circle for lovely souls. I'm like, literally that would be me watching a really awesome action movie. If you guys don't know, I love action movies, like old school, like Jackie Chan movies, Donnie Yang, like I love these movies. Anime, yes, I love anime. So yeah, that's me. I love these types of movies, they're awesome. And then having a really yummy dinner. I love gastronomy. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I love cooking and like cooking cool things, and like making homemade pasta is one of my favorite things to do. It's so therapeutic. Or just elaborate meals. So probably choose something elaborate that really connects with me, and then have some tea and go to bed. So that would probably be my perfect day. Next question they have here is how do you like to be comforted when you are sad or upset? So one of my favorite techniques, because I know we're all going through things, right? We're all going through our own things right now. And you know, sometimes we're great and sometimes we're not great. But for me, I love shamanic shaking. So it's like when I shake my body and literally like vibrate my whole body. I don't want to vibrate the camera, but I like vibrate my whole body and literally take deep breaths in and literally and just like releasing that energy and releasing that sound, and it feels so good. I love doing this, which I talk about a little bit on, like, actually, did I do a video on that? Maybe I should do a video on anxiety, but I like doing this on my chest to get out anxiety, which is really, really good. I'm feeling sad. I like to move my body. I love going to the gym. Anything that movement is the way that I move out of sadness. It's the way that I release sadness, screaming, crying. I love it all, getting messy with it. That's probably how I get myself out of that space and out of that depth of energy, which is so hard sometimes, you know? Oh, I love this question. Where do you hope to be 5 years from now? Ooh, 10 or 15. Let's get into it. Let's manifest here. I see myself 5 years from now in a beautiful home and have a lovely cottage where it's a community land where I can hold energy healing, meditations and ceremony and sister connections and just like understanding the land and gardening. And I see myself perhaps even having a child. That might be something that has been interesting, because I might do a video on this, because I never wanted a child until my depths of my initiation got deeper and deeper the past few years, and it's been just like this kind of feeling of part of my journey, and I know I'm a nurturer at heart. So yeah, maybe having a little me, a little child, and then perhaps just like in a good space, eating good food, being healthy with my loved ones. Yeah, that's where I see myself traveling. I'm already traveling. I just see continuing to enjoy life and being a wiser space holder, and then continuously being a student as a space holder as well as the teacher. So that's kind of how I see myself 5 years from now. I feel like that's it that I can really think about. When have you felt the most proud? I think my most proud moment for me was when I left corporate space after going through a traumatic experience. And I talk about this in one of my first videos. If you want to check about my playlist, Heal with Shika, and it's the first video I post about my trauma, because it is triggering, so I'm not going to talk about it here. But that was probably my most proud moment, because I really was in a space where I didn't think I could heal, that I would always be in pain, I would always be in chronic pain. I would never ever be able to feel that bubbly Chica again. And I feel like she is present, she is a goddess, she is here, and it is something that I never ever thought I would ever be able to say or even think about. So to me, that is a celebration on its own. So what is one thing most people don't know about you? That I'm very silly. Like super silly. I'm very expressive, if you guys have seen me in my Instagram stories, and to a point where sometimes my siblings will actually will be like, can you just stop? Like, I am just like that. I will like pretend and do karate and stuff after watching a movie, or like make weird noises, or like laugh. Like, that is me. So as much as I am in the space of like, as a shadow worker, I do have this very like light energy to me, and I love it. It's so great. It's the inner child. I honestly think, because I've been able to connect with my inner child more and more, that part of me has come out more every year. So yeah, I just think it's so amazing. It's awesome. Ooh, I love this question. Do you believe in aliens? Yes, I do. I have actually had experience with aliens. So if you would like to have a video on my experience with aliens and how I saw them and just like how that came through, please let me know. Because I do want to do a video on extraterrestrial kind of like things and beings, and how I connected with them and how I traveled with them. Yes, it was such a beautiful experience. So yes, I do believe in aliens. Do you guys believe in it? Do you believe in aliens? Like, let me know down below. I definitely feel like we are just one of many beings out there, and there's so much more that might not be spoken about or that we don't know yet. And some might actually know about that. So yeah, it's crazy. I think it's just so interesting. If you were an animal, what would you be? I feel like this is an interesting question. I think my animal that I would be would probably be, I would have a multiple ones. I'd be able to change into a butterfly, a frog, maybe it's the Kambo still talking in me, a frog, various cats from the Amazons. We're talking like puma, jaguar, and a snake, which is so funny because going back to the question of fears, I do have a slight fear of snakes, but I've grown to like them through my healing work because they're such strong medicine. So yeah, those would be the animals that I would probably be because they're just interesting. Cats are very agile and analytical and mystic. Snakes are such a rhythm of rebirth, and they just shed, and they keep, that's just me. I keep shedding things sometimes, and it's like so transformative. It's like, is this the last thing we're gonna shed? And it's like, no. Spirit's like, no, you're shedding more, Cardi. You're gonna shed more throughout your awakenings, and more and more and more. And frogs, because Kambo, man, I'm gonna do a video on this because there's more that I want to share, but for now we will leave it at that. So I really hope you guys liked this Q&A and all the updates and just getting to know me. Let me know if you have any other questions down below. Just put them down below, what questions you have. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe, as well as put notification bells. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love you all so much, and I'll see you soon.